Hey guys, so it's me, Kat. I'm here to do another Back to the Library video. So if you guys have not seen these, you can go check the other videos on my channel. This is sort of like my kind of wrap up. So the first thing that I'm bringing back, well, first of all, I have 2 books and then a shit ton of movies, because clearly I wanted to watch a lot of movies this month, or this past couple of weeks. So the first thing going back is Princess Protection Program, which is a Walt Disney Channel original movie. I know, this makes me seem like a child, but I love this movie. It is so cute. Obviously, if you see the front, it has Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato. Selena Gomez is just kind of the tomboy, kind of hick girl next door that nobody really knows or cares about, and then Demi Lovato is a princess from some other country, and Selena's dad works in this, the Princess Protection Program, and so something happens to her, and she has to come into normal life and kind of live as a normal human being for once. So it's really cute. Not one of the best movies Disney has put out, but it is still really adorable. I would totally give this probably a 3.5, 4 stars out of 5, so worth the watch. The next one going back is a TV season, and it is Criminal Minds. It is Criminal Minds Season 1. This show, man, it is literally one of my favorite shows ever. I can watch Criminal Minds over and over and over and over and over and over and never get sick of it. I can probably see just a, screenshot of, either the victim or the killer, and I will know what the season is and what it's about and how it happens. I love this show. I don't know why I have such a fascination with this type of thing, but I love these shows. And out of all of the crime shows, this and SVU are on the same line. They're the best shows out of all of them. This, obviously, if you don't know, is a show. It has a behavioral unit in the FBI, and they obviously go around trying to find serial killers and things like that, and things like that. But it is more of the mindset of the killer and how to find it based on the behavioral side rather than the cop bad boy kind of way, I guess. But such a great show. The next movie is a movie that I would never have even known of if it wasn't for this list that I found of 100 of the greatest lesbian movies or something, and it is Cloudburst. So yes, it is a lesbian movie. It is about 2 lesbians that have lived together for 30 years. One of them is blind, and her daughter doesn't know that she's gay, and she's being taken away to go into an old folks home, and the other one doesn't want her there because she knows she can take care of her by herself, and it's an emotional movie, very, very cute. I didn't think that it would be that great just based on the cover, but it's hysterical and it's so adorable. So if you are into kind of independent films about lesbians, pick up Cloudburst. Such a great movie. Now onto this movie. I love a lot of the people that are in this movie, but I've never heard of it before, and it is Behaving Badly. I've never heard of this movie before, but it has Nat Wolff, which is he's the one that has the eye cancer in Fault in Our Stars, and then he's also the main guy in Paper Towns. And then Selena Gomez, which obviously you guys already know. Mary Louise Parker, which is the mom in Weeds. And then Elizabeth Shue, which I can't think of what she's in. I know she's in one of the Austin Powers movies. But it was a good movie, but it's basically just about sex and masturbating and things like that. I'm not going to put that out. I'll probably edit that out. But it has a lot of sex in it, and so I gave this like a 3 out of 5 stars because it was funny and it did have a good premise, but there was just a lot of stuff that just wasn't my type of movie, I guess you could say. Movie going back is one of my all-time favorites, and it is Sister Act 2 with Whoopi Goldberg. I love Sister Act 1, but 2 is so much better than number 1. Normally I don't say that. Normally I say number 1 is so much better. But with this, it's so much better. Oh, I love Sister Act number 2. I love Whoopi Goldberg. She is one of the best actresses out there. And so she just makes this movie 10 times better. And then with the songs that they do and Lauryn Hill and such a great movie. Probably 20 million stars out of 5 because it is worth so much more than 5 stars. The next movie is a documentary, and it is Catfish. This one we actually own, but we got it from the library just because Sarah really wanted to see it. This is about Neve Schulman. If you do not know who he is, he has the show Catfish now on MTV. This is his story. He was catfished by somebody. I knew that he was catfished by somebody, but I didn't know what the actual story was. And so it was really cool to watch this. It was really cool to see like his side of it rather than seeing him find everybody else's side of it. I kind of caught on very quickly to what was going on, maybe just because I've seen Catfish so much, but it was a very, very good documentary. If you've not seen this and you actually love the show Catfish, definitely pick this one up. I would totally give this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next one is a Disney movie that I've actually never seen, and it is Bedknobs and Broomsticks. I've never seen this before. It's not one of my favorites. It's kind of one of those I've seen it and now I'm good kind of movies. I probably would give it a 3.5, maybe 4 stars just because it is Disney and I love Disney. I knew all the songs just because I had them on a CD when I was younger. My mom got like this 4 CD pack collection of Disney music, and the music to this was on there, and so I knew the songs. It was a good movie, but it wasn't what I expected it to be. But if you haven't seen it, it is worth the watch. Like I said, now that I've seen it, I'm good, but it is worth the watch. The next movie I have to show you is somewhat of an older movie. Okay, this is an older movie. It came out in 2008, and it is Serial Mom. Oh my god, I love this movie. This is such a good movie. I used to love this. This is probably why I like serial killers, because I watched this as a child. This is a comedy about a mom that is a serial killer, and she does it for like stupid reasons, like kills someone because they didn't wear a seatbelt. She kills someone because they didn't rewind a videotape. And such a good movie. I'm not a fan of a majority of the actors and actresses in this movie, but it's definitely worth the watch. I give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars. Only reason I'm not giving it that extra 0.5 is just because of the actors and actresses. If they changed up the cast and redid it, it would probably be amazing now. But such a great movie. If you have not seen this, definitely go and pick it up. It's such a great movie. Such a great movie. I love this. Next one is a TV season, and it is Gossip Girl Season 4. You know
that this is one of my favorite
You know this is one of my favorite shows of all time, literally. I could not get sick of this at all. This season, I'm not too fond of just because this is when Ivy gets brought into the mix, and I'm not a big fan of her. I kind of felt like once she got in the mix, it was just all about her, not about everybody else. So I'm not a huge fan of this season, and I'm not a huge fan of the next season, but still good show. If you want me to do a video about Gossip Girl, I definitely will, because it's like my life. I think I might do a video of all my favorite TV seasons or series. So if you want me to, let me know. And I definitely will, because this is, give it a chance. I know I thought that I would hate this show, but it's 100% worth it. And last but definitely not least for the movies, it is Pitch Perfect 2. I was kind of disappointed with this one. It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. It is a good movie. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. It wasn't all there. I loved the first one. The first one I literally watched for the first time and then rewatched it 3 times after because it was so good. And I literally, the week I got that movie, I watched it like twice a day for the entire like 2 weeks. This one, I watched it once and now it can go back to the library because it just, I don't know. It was good, but it was not as good as the first movie. I don't know whether they focused. My aunt had a comment about it saying that the first one was more focused on the music. This one is more focused on their lives. And obviously I love the characters and I like that it's focused on their lives, but it is an a cappella movie. So like you want to hear the music and you want it to be focused on the music and stuff. So it was good. It was not as good as the first one at all, but still a good movie. Apparently they are making a third one that will be out in 2017, I believe. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. If you guys have seen this, please let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what you guys think. Then I have 2 books going back. The first book is Pop Sonnets by Eric Dietrichson. I'm not going to say too much about this because I have a review of this book. So if you want to know what I think about this, go and check out my review. And then the other book going back to the library is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Warga. I have read this not a long time ago, maybe 3, 4, 5 months ago around. I loved this book. It was such a good book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. I kind of really emphasize with the main character because I have been there. I have been so deep in depression and I've done stuff that I shouldn't have. And so it really kind of touched my heart. I'm actually doing a interview with the author, Jasmine Warga, on my book blog, so I will leave that link down below. It should be up on December 1st, I believe, because I'm part of the YA Reads debut author bash. And so if you want to see an interview with the author, let me know. I will definitely leave that link down there so you can go check it out. I love this book. If you have any issues with depression or cutting or suicide, do not read this book. It's a huge trigger warning. It has a lot of that kind of stuff in here. So don't read it, but if you can get through it, it is 100% worth the read. Such an amazing book. I 100% give it up to her. She wrote a great first book, and I cannot wait to see anything else that she writes because I love it. There were a couple of things that I didn't like just on her writing style, just because I think that there was times where I wished that she gave more, and then there was times that I wish she didn't give as much, but other than that, it was a hands down phenomenal book, and I can't wait to see if she writes another one to this one, or if she writes anything else at all, because I will definitely pick it up. I have 3 movies going back. The first one is The Sword in the Stone, which is obviously a Disney movie. I love this movie. It's one that I don't really see very often, so I thought that I would pick it up and watch it because, like I said, it's not one that you see very often, and I love this movie. It's a very good, kind of underrated Disney movie. The next one going back is the last season of Glee. This season makes me cry. Like, every other episode, it makes me cry. I loved this season, especially since, like, so many things happened, and, like, my favorite couple gets married, and stuff like that. The only negative thing I have about this is the absolute the absolute last episode. Rachel sings a song to Finn, and spoiler alert, Rachel sings a song to Finn, and then at the end they do like a look back at his like little plaque thing that's in the auditorium, and then they make it the Finn Hudson auditorium, but that's all they really do. And I thought that they would have done a lot more to remember him, I guess. I don't know. I thought the last episode would be a lot more well done than it was, but I know it was kind of last minute. You take what you get. The last movie going back it's kind of a funny story. I love this movie. It is absolutely hysterical, but yet cute, and I don't know what to say, like morals and things to like learn. But it's such a good movie. I've not read this book, but I'm hoping to eventually. But it is a really, really, really good movie and has a lot of really good actors and actresses. The next book going back is one of Sarah's books, and it is The Heart Goes Last by Margaret Atwood. This is the large print edition. That's why it's so big like this. She gave this a 3 out of 5 stars on her Goodreads. I believe she liked the book because she likes Margaret Atwood, but with the comments that she was saying throughout the book, she was saying that it was a little too sexual than she would have liked, which kind of comes with adult fiction, just because adults talk about it a lot more than children do. So she gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I will be doing a actual review of the book on my book blog, so I will leave that link down below. And last but not least, going back, is the Home Alone Classic Illustrated Storybook. This is from Kwellsbooks, and I absolutely adored this book. It was so cute. It's just a little, picture book, but it's the Home Alone movie, which I love that movie. And it was so cute to see everything in picture form. I don't know. I thought it was just adorable. This, like I said, this is from Kwellsbooks, which Kwellsbooks is, quickly becoming my favorite publishing company, because almost everything that they've put out within the last 3-4 months have been amazing. Publishing companies, you gotta get up on the level that Kwellsbooks is at, because this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. I'm definitely going to be buying this book so I can have this in my collection, so I can just have it for myself, and for when I do have children, I can read them this book, because it's so cute. It's so cute. I love this book. Kwellsbooks, you got your game on point, man. That's everything. If you have any questions, comments, anything, leave them down below, and I'll definitely get back to you. And, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.